guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. This is breaking news. Lamine Yamal has unlocked finishing. Guys. Wake up your granny. Wake up your grandpa. Wake up your mom. Wake up your dad. Wake up your siblings. Lamine Yamal has now discovered how to finish. Oh yeah. What a finish from Lamine Yamal. And this guy does not stop creating opportunities for the team. This guy just does not know how to stop. Welcome back, my Tuts. We are champions. We, Barcelona. I'm saying we. I'm not even part of the squad, but I'm a fan. I don't need a comment down below saying like, oh, we are champions. You're not even part of the team. You know, some bullshit like that. Anyways, Barcelona champions versus Espanyol after Real Madrid thought that they had a chance still. Real Madrid thought that they had a chance because if Real Madrid were to win, that's the AC, it's gonna kick off in a bit. If Real Madrid were to win their 3 games in a row and Barcelona lost their 3 games in a row, or at least yeah, if Barcelona lost that, I think they had to lose all their games for Real Madrid to actually win the league. So Real Madrid was real hopeful that Barcelona was going to lose against Espanyol and lose against Athletic Club and lose against Villarreal and Athletic Club. Well, that did not happen. Barcelona got the job done on the first match day, on the third to last match day. The only activity now that needs to be done for the team is for Lewandowski to score at least 5 goals in the next 3 games against. In the last 2 games, yeah, Villarreal and Athletic Club. Lewandowski needs 5 goals, and Mbappe does not score at all, so he can win the PGG. But if not, the PGG is gonna go with Mbappe in his first season at Real Madrid, and that's gonna be his trophy for the season. I'm pretty sure that's not the trophy he wants, but that is what Mbappe will receive if he continues his goal streak and Lewandowski does not find his form in the next 2 games. He needs at least 4 goals to pass him, and Mbappe did not score anything. And let's go ahead and take a little break. And like I was saying, if Mbappe manages to not score, which I highly doubt that he's gonna just automatically stop scoring because he's very much of a baller. He is such a baller. Mbappe scored a hat-trick on Barcelona. You know, and look at me over here glazing on this guy. Nah, he lost the where he go against Arsenal. Where was he? You know, let me get back on track with Barcelona because Fermín López is an absolute demon. This guy, him and Dani Olmo, I genuinely don't know what we're gonna do in the summer. We're gonna talk a little bit about transfers later on for Barcelona, but wow, this match had a shit first half. The first half was so boring, and they said something that really surprised me. I think the last 5 games that Barcelona have played away from home, they have not been able to score in the first half. They always get it done in the second half. That's insane, and I think that's what Flick means by we can improve. They asked him how can it was a great season. They didn't ask him. They told him it was a great season. He said yes, but we can improve. And that is the best mentality to have as a coach. Insane. He's definitely talking about the defensive high line. He's definitely talking about bozo moments in the midfield that lead to counterattacks. He's definitely talking about shit crosses, and he's definitely talking about signing players and winning the Champions League, of course. Next season is going to be even better, and I hope we get a fire jersey because this one was absolutely beautiful. I'm waiting for them to restock the black one. I really like the black one, but I did not get it in time. And then the Cactus Jack stuff sold out immediately. I do like the vintage style one. That one looked amazing. I'll update you guys, but we are going to try to get the Cactus Jack. So, Lamine Yamal, screamer in the second half. Danny Olmo doing a wonderful job controlling the ball, brings it down, finds Lamine. Lamine does like a classic Arjen Robben run, and then shoots it just like how he scored against France in the Nations or the Euros. One of those insane finish from Lamine Yamal, insane finish. And then obviously Lewandowski was not doing very well, so they subbed on Fermin Lopez. And dude, this guy, like I said, he's a demon. He is everywhere on the pitch. He steals the ball, he dribbles, and let's talk about his finishing. First time finish, very well deserved goal. Very well deserved goal, because the one that got stolen against Real Madrid, I mean, yes, it was a handball, but come on, just give it to us. We're already winning. Jesus. Okay, so overall, Ferran Torres injured in the hospital because he had his appendix surgery, so he did not join the team in the celebration of the bus. That's very sad, since he was a very clutch player. For most of the season. We needed a goal. Ferran Torres came on and he scored in the Champions League, in the Copa del Rey, top goal scorer, and very important goals in La Liga as well. Very important goals. And it makes me sad that he's not there at the celebrations, but oh well. Sometimes some things need to happen like this, right? And it's better that he got taken out at the end of the season once we already were champions than midway, Iñaki Peña definitely is going to leave this season. He is definitely going out on loan, or we're selling him. It looks like Szczesny is definitely going to leave. He's looking at that contract renewal, but I don't think Ter Stegen is going to leave, and that is what really is going to mess up Szczesny being on the bench, because he knows he's going to be on the bench next season. He knows it. He already said in an interview it would be the first time that he's going to be on the bench, and that's something that he needs to analyze. And he could very well just go sit and collect the check and sit on the bench, and in important games, let's say Hansi Flick trusts Szczesny more. That would be insane. I would really love if we stick with Szczesny, to be completely honest. We don't need to go splurge on another keeper. I think we're fine with making Ter Stegen the bench, and Szczesny can be the first keeper. I'm sorry, Ter Stegen, your time is up. You had a great season when we had Xavi. I think it was like Xavi's second season where it was like a great defensive with the back line. Balde, Araujo, Koundé. Who's the other guy? Balde, Araujo. Kubarsi. Yeah, Kubarsi. Balde, Araujo, Kubarsi. The back line. Yeah, I think Eric Garcia is definitely gonna stay. The ones that are leaving from the club, I believe, are gonna be Pau Victor. Pau Victor already decided he's leaving. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm not gonna get enough playing time. I think they're gonna try and sell Fermin, but I don't want them to. I hope Hansi Flick says something about that. But they're definitely trying to get some funds. And if anybody comes trying to look for De Jong, I think they are gonna let go of De Jong. Unless De Jong renews with a lower contract wage, I think that he is going to be leaving the club to, let's say, Manchester United or Manchester City. But it also depends on what Manchester City does, because they are rumored to go for Florian Wirtz, and they are rumored to go for Danny Olmo, and they are also rumored or linked to Rangers from AC Milan. So the line for the summer is really gonna depend on the big oil clubs like Man City and PSG. The big oil clubs. It's gonna depend not so much on PSG. PSG is kind of set. They already have their squad, but it is going to depend on Manchester City, on Liverpool. Liverpool's not an oil club, but Liverpool is already making moves. They've already, I guess they're already gonna sign Jeremy Frimpong, since Trent is joining Real Madrid. So that is gonna shift a lot of teams from Garcia and Mendy and Camavinga at left back. And then they have to wait for 2026 for Theo Hernandez on a free, just like how they did for Mbappe. That is what is the best possibility if Real Madrid wants Theo Hernandez back for free. For free. Because they obviously have to pay him a fat bonus and they have to pay his wages. That's exactly what happened. This is why Real Madrid is actually, they're kind of screwed right now because of David Alaba's wages. Alaba came on a free, but he is the second highest earner. Remember how Barcelona was screwed a couple months back with the wages and everything like that? Yeah, now it's happening to Real Madrid. It's just not really shown in the media. So, I'm really wondering how much Dan Housen is going to get paid. I wonder what his wages are, what they promised him. Also, Trent Alexander-Arnold. So, they got Vasquez coming off the books for next season, that's going to do wonders for the club. I think he is like one of the top 5, not top 5, but he is a high earner. I think top 10 at least. And that's not, come on now. He's like one of the most flawed players, and he is making the most mistakes, and he is the top earner in Real Madrid. No, not okay. Rodrigo is looking at Mbappe's numbers. Rodrigo's looking at Vinny's numbers. Vinny is looking at Mbappe's numbers, and Bellingham is looking at Vinny's numbers. And everybody's like, why is this not making sense? Vinny thinks he's worth as much as Mbappe. Rodrigo thinks he's worth as much as Bellingham. And Bellingham thinks he's worth as much as, Mbappe. And Mbappe is just like, hey, I'm making my goals now. So I'm proving that I'm worth the money that you're putting into me. So, look, Real Madrid, I have a proposal. You sell Vinicius Jr. to Saudi Arabia. Get rid of him. His stocks are high. You're gonna throw Rodrigo onto that left wing. You're gonna shift Arda Güler to the right wing, or play him in his natural position, where I guess it's like a enganche cam, center attacking mid. But that position's not really viable anymore. You have to be like if you're gonna play that position, you have to be willing to open up to the wide sidelines and make your sacrificial sprints. And if not, then you have to have some great pivots behind you. But that's my recommendation. Real Madrid needs to sell Vinicius Jr. And back to Barcelona. We need to lock in and secure a right back because Frank Pong is about to go to. He's literally 2 days away from signing with Liverpool. I don't think we need another right back because of Eric Garcia. He covers up Koundé pretty well. It seems like the club is looking for a right back though. And I don't know who we should get since Frank Pong was my favorite choice. I think they're still going to go for wingers since Deco did mention we have an over-reliance on Rafinha and Lamine Yamal, obviously. So we are definitely going to go for more wingers. That's kind of crazy. To me because what are we just going to bench Lamine? Are we just going to bench Rafinha? But at the same time, we do need squad depth. We need it badly. We need it so bad. Because imagine Lamine Yamal is injured for half the season. God forbid. What do? We're gonna have to bring out another youngster. We saw how that turned out with Tony Fernandez injured in the first half with his shoulder. We can just spawn them out of La Masia, but we need players that are proven already. I feel like Nico Williams would do wonders in this Barcelona side since he is a real left winger, and he would play really good with games like with Gerard Martin. Gerard Martin needs a left winger that is close to the wing. Rafinha shifts in too much. That's why Balde plays amazing. He knows how to cut. He knows how to make the diagonal runs inwards, and he knows how to make the lines outwards. He's just he's a different type of fullback than Gerard Martin. But I really do appreciate Gerard Martin in the way he plays football. He just needs a left wing that complements him as well. So Iñaki Williams is my go-to Barca wanted him. Who knows? If he does come in, I think it's going to be really good for Rafinha though, because it's going to make them play really competitively. It's going to make everybody really competitive, and we're going to be able to fight for every competition. Imagine in the league we have Nico Williams, in Champions League we have Rafinha, and we can be subbing them in and out, or they can both play, and we can just and then we need another right winger. Who would be a good right winger? I think Xavi Simons. My two go-to signings for Barcelona this season would be Nico Williams and Xavi Simons. Is it possible? I highly doubt it. No, we are broke as shit. Oh, and then my dream signing that I know is not going to happen. Haaland. That would be insane. Oh, I would love Haaland. I know that the agent is very good friends with Laporta, but the agent of Haaland said that she does not control his future. Haaland controls his own future. And he did just sign that 9-year contract. I don't think there's a release clause. I think it's 175 in 2026 or 150, something like that. I'm not gonna fact check it. I'm just gonna spread misinformation. And hopefully by then, Barcelona has figured out their finances with Frankie de Jong and the top earners of the club. Ter Stegen, come on, buddy. It's time. It's time to step down. We're doing good last season by cleaning out the closet, cleaning out Lenglet, cleaning out the players that are earning too much, everybody renegotiating. You know what? Hold on. Ter Stegen, I'll give you your applauses. I remember Ter Stegen renegotiated to lower his wages because he knew the club was in trouble. So for that, I'll let you stay. But as a bench goalkeeper, you can play the Copa del Rey. Is that okay? Fine, that's okay. Szczesny though, I need him in Champions League nights. Do you guys remember that away Benfica match? Absolutely insane. We don't get those 3 points if we don't win that match. It's really that simple. Oh, obviously we don't get the 3 points if Szczesny is not goalkeeping that match. Absolute shot stopper. He stopped at least 2 for sure goals Di Maria was gonna score. Thank God is good on the counters on those games. Anyways, Barcelona's champion. The celebration was this morning. Szczesny was seen smoking a blunt. Not a blunt, but a cigar. And he offered some to Marc Bernal, a player that I'm excited to see next season. Him, Gavi, Casado, and Pedri are going to be amazing. Let's see what happens next season. This season was spectacular to watch. Although we did not win the Champions League, everything is okay. We won the domestic treble, and that is enough for these youngsters. I believe they are still hungry